Biden, Parnas says politics. Elizabeth Warren, a new national poll shows Sen. Bernie Sanders now in the lead over former Vice President Joe Biden and the rest of the Democratic primary field. According to the Reuters, Ipsos poll released late Thursday, Sanders received support from 20% of registered Democratic primary voters surveyed. That figure was enough to edge out Biden, who received 19%, and the 12% of voters who say they back Warren. Rounding out the top 5 finishers in the nationwide poll, conducted this week between Jan. 15 to 16, were former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg, 9%, and former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg, 6%. While the poll has a 5-point margin of error that puts Biden and Sanders in a statistical tie, the results show Sanders gaining steam and Biden remaining flat compared to a similar poll taken last week. In addition, Reuters noted in its reporting, the poll shows that Standing does not appear to have been hurt by his recent confrontation with Warren that captured political headlines throughout the week. Don't miss a beat. Get the latest news and thought-provoking analysis from Truthout. Warren, who is aligned with Sanders on a variety of issues, has accused him of telling her in 2018 that a woman could not be elected president, noted Reuters. Sanders disputes that claim, and the two sniped at each other after this week's presidential debate about how they were framing the conversation in public. The new national poll showed Sanders and Warren's support remains unchanged among women voters compared to polling prior to the dust-up, with approximately 15% supporting Sanders and 11% supporting Warren. It's just one poll, but it looks like Bernie is unheard and Warren unhelped by the brouhaha. And, speaking of Bernie bros, so far, Sanders and Warren's support remains unchanged among women, with about 15% supporting Sanders and 11% supporting Warren. https://t.co/zgx5xm7qn, Doug Henwood, at Doug Henwood, January 17, 2020. Meanwhile, a new Emerson poll out of New Hampshire released Friday showed Sanders maintaining a discernible lead in the nation's first primary state. With the support of 23% of state primary voters, Sanders was followed by Buttigieg in second place at 18%, while Biden and Warren were tied in third with 14% each. Senator Amy Klobuchar rounded out the top 5 with 10%. On Thursday, the Clark County Black Caucus in Nevada officially endorsed Sanders. The CCBC represents members in the state's largest county and cited Sanders' commitment to social, economic, and racial justice as the key reason for offering their support. Bernie Sanders has been a lifelong advocate for civil rights and economic justice. His presidential campaign goes the furthest in addressing issues that impact the African American community nationally and here in Nevada, caucus chairwoman Yvette Williams said in a statement. As representatives of this community, CCBC looks forward to working with Sen. Bernie Sanders to ensure our political system works for everyone. The CCBC's endorsement came just 2 days after the largest teachers union in Nevada also announced their official backing of Sanders on Tuesday, and an endorsement Wednesday by the national group Make the Road Action, which advocates for immigrant rights and social progress. On Thursday, Rep. Mark Pocan, a Democrat from the key Midwestern state of Wisconsin who also co-chairs the Congressional Progressive Caucus, issued his endorsement of Sanders. I am proud to endorse Bernie Sanders for President of the United States. After 3 years of Trump, Wisconsinites want someone who they can trust with values they share. Bernie never stopped fighting for working families. pic.twitter.com/OUQV3MRV, Mark Pocan, at Mark Pocan, January 16, 2020. Sanders' authenticity, honesty, and movement for equality is the antidote our nation needs now, Pocan said. I am proud to endorse a candidate that shares my progressive values and has long been an advocate for the issues Wisconsinites care most about. From healthcare to a living wage, it's time we work for working people, and with Bernie Sanders as president, we can do just that. The Stakes have never been higher as attacks on women's rights, healthcare, the environment and democracy intensify. We're going to need truth-telling journalists more than ever. At Truth Out, unlike most media, our journalism is free from government and corporate influence and censorship. But this is only sustainable if we have your support. If you like what you're reading or just value what we do, will you take a few seconds to contribute to our work? Donate now. This piece was reprinted by Truth Out with permission or license. It may not be reproduced in any form without permission or license from the source. Let's block ads. Why?